joined now by Tracey Hanbury, who along with her husband Steve is the organiser of the Landlord and Investment Shows. And Tracey, what can I say? Congratulations, because from a tiny acorn you've grown a massive oak, haven't you?
I know, it's a little bit unbelievable. From when I think at Brighton, we were 2 shows in when we had the similar interview, and now we're 38 shows in, and we've certainly covered some mileage. But it's amazing, and today is really it's quite lovely because all the hard work over the last sort of few years, and then we get to this stage, we've got 85 companies exhibiting and running up to 40 seminars, and we know there's over 3,000 people that have come through the door today here at London Olympia. Hard work that's gone in. It's lovely to see it all happening around me. It really is.
I know how hard it is, and I have to take my hat off to you to what you've achieved. And I think what was so interesting is that when you devised these events, you put your landlord hat on, didn't you? And you went into areas where you knew there was a very strong rental market, where you knew that landlords would come and engage.
Absolutely. I mean, that was the whole ethos of the show, was really when Steve and I started our journey 14 years ago and we bought a HMO in Croydon. There wasn't really anywhere within that area that I could go. I knew that there was a great area to invest, but I didn't really know everything and I didn't really know many services. So we thought, okay, there's lots of people out there that's in a similar situation, and if we could help people that started their journey like we did, under one roof one day, whether you're buying in a buy-to-let hotspot area or you're looking for a good place to invest your money, you can come along, meet with a wealth of suppliers, get great education, and really sort of get to know everything that you need to know, go away and make an informed decision whether or not that area is the right place for you to buy, and you've got, a book full of leads and contacts that can help you, sort of grow that portfolio within that area. So that's lovely. And then obviously London is London, and we've had people come far and wide. I've seen quite a few suitcases coming through the door today from the airport, which is great. So we're also sort of hitting on an international market for the national shows now. And I say certainly Manchester, there's been a huge growth for us in the show there as well. So I'm really pleased that 5 shows, we started it, we didn't really know what was going to happen, how it was going to happen, and it's been a journey for us, and it's great that we can help provide, have a service that we can help other landlords and investors start their journey, or even in fact if they want an exit journey, that they can, exit strategy rather, they can come here and they can meet a wealth of people that can help them properly and knowledgeable to do that.
Yeah, very much so, and I think events like this, they provide a platform for lots of different things, and at Property Tribes, that we're big advocates of coming out of your business for the day. Landlords tend to work in isolation, although obviously they're on communities now like PT, but to come out and meet people face to face, coming around the event, you get very much a feeling of, it's almost like a barometer of what's going on, isn't it?
Definitely, and I think absolutely, being a landlord can be quite a lonely journey, and certainly when you're most of the time either working from home or you're running from, and in fact maybe even holding down, a full-time job at the same time and having something to do, it can be lonely, it can be daunting. So I do feel, today at our networking event, there was landlords and investors all talking, all buzzing, and property is exciting. It's such an exciting journey. It can be very difficult, be daunting, but I think your ethos is together we're stronger, and that's certainly what I think these events bring out, is everyone coming together, and meeting with the right people, and just widening that network, really.
No, I agree with you, and you only have to have one really good conversation and it's been worth the day out, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
And so you've been on the road, and you go, yes, we'll put the website details for you below this video so that you can see where the next shows are. They're free to attend, yes. So what's not to love about that? But you've also launched a magazine.
We have indeed. So we launched Landlord Investor magazine, and that was in September 2014. So that is nearly 2 years old already. It's a monthly magazine. It's written by industry experts. So very much people that work with us and, all across the buy-to-let platform are very good writers, very knowledgeable within the industry. So they cover from a new investor, down to tax advice, down to new development. What we want to do is have a wealth of knowledge in a book that people can take away. So that goes out to just under 50,000, which is our digital sort of base now. And then we've also been ABC application approved. So we'll be the first magazine, I believe, in the industry to actually have an ABC audit. So that's really exciting, and that will be happening in September.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
what a great bit of news. Just to finish, Tracey, obviously there are massive challenges facing landlords, and I think events such as this are really helpful to create the informed landlord, the well-connected landlord, because I think that's going to be the landlord that actually will overcome the challenges facing our communities at the moment.
Absolutely, and that's, you need as much information as you can get your hands on these days. I mean, everything is constantly changing. It's nothing certain, but I do believe the marketplace is still, it's still buoyant. It just goes to show today how many people have made the effort to come up to London. In fact, when there was a strike, and it hasn't affected this, so property is still very much, it's the good old bricks and mortar. You'll never go wrong. But I do believe you've got to be in it to win it, and you've got to be in it for the long run, and you've got to treat it as a proper business. Because if it's not treated as a business, you're not going to be profitable. You're not going to be able to overcome, difficulty in the future and sustain that. So I think if anyone, when I say to people, well, you run a business, well, no, I'm a landlord. No, you run a business. And once people start having that mentality and realising, how much, what they can gain out of that, and also of being a really good landlord and looking after your tenants. You're going to have tenants that stay with you longer. You're going to have your property better well looked after. So it's a real knock-on effect. So I'm hoping we'll squeeze the bad out of out of what goes on. It goes on everywhere. And the good people that really want to be in it, they want to be in it for a long time, because I think that's really the way it's got to be now.
And they'll all join forces.
Indeed.
As we have done. So, Tracey, I have to say bravo to you and Steve. I think you're so entrepreneurial. You do everything with flair, with style, with professionalism. And I just want to wish you the very best of luck with the tour going forwards.
Yes.
And
There's no rock and roll though, that's the problem.
Well, we'll make it so. But you guys, you're setting a shining example.
Thank you.
And I know that you really care about the industry, you care about tenants, and you really want to make it a better place, which shares our remit as well. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you so
and
much.
do keep us posted with your events.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Vanessa.